Today we are going to go over how to properly winterize your Forest River Class A motorhome. Step 1 is to empty the black and gray holding tanks and then perform a black tank flush. After you have emptied the tanks, you will need to locate the low point drain and empty the freshwater tank. The low point drain will be a water line that will be protruding under the motorhome. Generally, it is located towards the rear of the coach. Remove the cap on the end of the line to drain the freshwater tank, then reinstall the cap once you are finished. Step 2 is to open the hot and cold faucets to relieve pressure on the lines. You want to make sure that the water pump is off. Step 3 is to access and initiate the Suburban water heater bypass valves for both hot and cold valves. Based on your floor plan, you will need to locate and remove the appropriate panel in the coach to access the back of the water heater. You will find 3 bypass levers on the back side of the Suburban system. One for the upper red water line, one for the lower blue water line, and one in the middle connecting the red and blue lines. Turn the upper red and the lower blue bypass valves to the off position, and turn the middle connecting valve to the on position. To turn the valves off, you need to have the valves make a cross with the hose. To turn the valves on, the valve needs to run in line with the hose. Step 4 is to drain the Suburban water heater. You need to turn off the electric, gas, and water supplies to the water heater. Open all hot and cold faucets to relieve pressure on the lines, and use a 1 1/16 inch socket and extension to remove the anode rod, which serves as the drain plug. To drain the tank quicker, release the pressure relief valve. Step 5 is to locate the winterization hose. This will be located in one of the exterior compartment doors. You will also need to find the water filter housing. You will need to remove the water filter from the housing and reattach the housing. The water filter housing will fill with antifreeze during the winterization process. Step 6 is to pump antifreeze through the lines using the hose on the winterization kit. Place the opposite end of the winterization hose into a supply of RV antifreeze. Next, you will need to turn on the valve located on the winterization water connection. The plastic valve comes directly off the water pump. Turn on the onboard water pump. The lines must be primed or the system will not pull in the antifreeze. Allow the antifreeze to pump through the system. You will need to open and close all interior and exterior water faucets one at a time until you see only pure antifreeze present. Also, you will need to take a cup of antifreeze and put it in the shower drain and add 1 cup into the toilet. When winterizing your RV, special care should be given to a residential refrigerator that has an ice maker or water dispenser. Please reference the refrigerator's owner's manual for specific winterization instructions. However, make sure to turn off the water supply to the refrigerator, remove and discard the water filter if applicable. Using a large container, engage the water dispenser for several minutes to purge the water lines. After that, you will need to remove and discard all the ice from the ice bin. Keep the ice maker turned on for 24 hours. This allows enough time for the ice maker to complete any harvest cycles and use up the remaining water in the water line. You might hear a buzzing sound during this time. Next, disconnect the water supply line that is connected to the back of the refrigerator. Be prepared to capture any remaining water in the water line with a large container. Make sure that you remove all food and beverages, and then thoroughly wipe down the entire inside of the refrigerator and freezer sections. This includes all bins, drawers, shelves, and walls. Completely dry all interior surfaces. Remove any remaining ice cubes from the ice bucket and turn the ice maker to the off position. Next, unplug the refrigerator and leave the doors open to help with air circulation. If your motorhome is equipped with a washer and dryer, you will need to winterize the washer as well. If you are currently pumping antifreeze through your fresh water system, you can follow these steps to winterize your washing machine. With the machine power off, advance the cycle selector knob to lightly soiled. Next, press the power button, then ensure that the water temperature setting is set to hot, and press and hold the start button. Let the machine run for 1 minute and 45 seconds. During this time, the drum will rotate. Then all water inlet valves will be activated for a short period, followed by a brief pause of movement. During the brief pause, press and hold the power button to turn power off. If you have not seen antifreeze entering the machine, repeat steps 1 and 2. Advance the cycle selector knob to spin and drain, then press the power button. Then press and hold start. After letting the antifreeze drain completely from the drum, press the power button to turn power off. You are finished winterizing the washing machine. If you don't feel comfortable with any maintenance to your motorhome or are unclear of anything, please contact your local dealer for service. Or you may contact our service team by visiting our brand page, forestriverinc.com.